got a bit off really practicing the same stuff and not knowing where to go.
It's alright, yeah. Do you tend to think much about your golf swing? Is there a lot of thought going behind?
Yeah, too much.
I've got lots of different ways of doing it. That's over the top.
Yeah.
That's trapped from the inside.
Yeah.
Ends up with the same problem.
Yeah.
We're going to lead with that ball.
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to move you down to the golf ball. Okay, that's going to feel different.
Yeah. Nice one.
We want to hit a draw, okay? So we want that ball to go in that direction. There you go. Perfect. You did 28 shots.
Yeah.
And they've all done the same thing.
You take it every time.
Oh, it's the definition of consistency in golfing terms, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So, what I want to do now is start to play around. Do you practice much or is it mainly playing?
Mainly playing. I used to practice quite a bit, and I got a bit off really practicing the same stuff and not knowing where to go.
Okay.
I used to have a really bad slice really, especially with the driver and that type of thing. But I've got more of a hook now.
Right.
So I've gone the other way.
Let's hit a few shots then, and we'll just grab something like a 7-iron. Do you tend to think much about your golf swing? Is there a lot of thought going behind?
Yeah, too much.
The swing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there is.
So where's your mind currently at with your swing? What are you thinking about? What?
Mainly coming from the inside.
Okay.
And weight shift really.
Okay. So yeah, it's pull draws and push cuts.
Yeah.
This is like golf on a knife edge really. You're always fighting one or the other.
Yeah. And
you're not sure which one's going to happen.
No.
So the problem is we don't know where to aim then. The only thing you can do is kind of aim straight.
Yeah, and a bit hit out.
Yeah.
Really.
You could play 9 holes to 3 or 4 over par.
Yeah.
And then the other 9 holes to like 20 over par.
Yeah, yeah.
And not really feel like you've done anything different.
That's right. Yeah. You don't think they do anything different.
And we can all associate with that because that's golf. But there's levels to this, there's a scale to this, and what we are at the minute, we're right on the top end of that scale of literally, this could go left or right. So what we've got is we've got a really steep shaft, hence you get a little bit more of a toe strike.
Yeah.
So if I don't open or close that face,
yeah,
but I lift the shaft up, look what happens to the face.
Yeah, because I notice my divots are too deep normally.
Yeah.
Too down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and you strike out the toe a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so your draws might not be kind of bona fide draws. What they really are is a toe strike.
Yeah.
And then you get a gear effect, and that puts right to left spin on the ball.
Right, okay.
It's not an open face, it's just you're tilting the sweet spot basically.
Okay.
I can close the face and do that.
Yeah.
With a closed face.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say swing plane or anything like that, it's more just recognising the arc of the swing.
Yeah.
Around the body.
Yeah.
And developing spatial awareness for where this swing weight is.
Yeah.
So before we even go into the profiling of the body, we're going to look at the end of the chain first and see what you recognise. I've got some ideas for what we could do, where we can actually change your perception of the swing. Because the club head creates a load of problems. We talk about the club head too much. You've got 2 tennis balls.
Yeah.
Not far off the centre of mass of the club, not far off the centre of mass of the handle. Ultimately what you're doing is this.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start to recognise where this club's going, where that ball's moving in relation to this ball.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if we want to swing out to the right, which ball's leading? And this ball's leading, we want it to lead for as long as possible.
Yeah.
What we don't want is this one to start taking over that way. What we want to experience is it feeling like it's taking over after you've struck the ball.
Okay.
So already, if that one stays behind this one, notice what the shaft's doing.
Yeah.
What we also don't want, we don't want that ball going too far that way.
No.
Because then we're going to go down to the golf ball, this one's going to do that.
Yeah.
Now we've got the same problem again.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do it this way, or I can do this way, which looks inside, but I've got the same problem.
Yeah.
And now I've got to do this.
Yeah.
And that is the problem we've got, because that's the push cuts, that's the pull draws.
Yeah.
What I've got is I've got the same problem here. I've got lots of different ways of doing it. That's over the top.
Yeah.
That's trapped from the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
Ends up with the same problem.
Yeah.
But at the minute, we've got this ball leading the action.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then you've got to get to the golf ball.
Yeah.
Whereas we're going to get this ball leading the action.
Yeah.
All we've got to do is put neon lights on it,
Yeah.
basically to your body's sensory system,
Yeah.
and suddenly this thing becomes a lot more recognisable. Then when we take these away, we don't need them. They become more attuned to the whole thing. If you just take that for me, I want you to swing back. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going to lead with that ball.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to move you down to the golf ball. Okay. That's going to feel different.
Yeah.
Now what I want you to do it again for me. Go up. Now you're going to lead with this one, but you're going to leave this one as far behind as you can. Behind you. Yeah. Very different. Now we want to hit a draw, okay? So we want that ball to go in that direction. There you go. Just take your A-type now and do the same thing but without the tennis balls. Yeah. Different feel?
Yeah.
What do you think that golf shot's going to do?
Push out right and draw back.
Exactly. That's it, and then yeah, we'll just play a shot. Nice easy tempo.
Ooh.
It's alright, there we go. Just going to hit a few shots as we're exploring space, that's all. Good, because what we're finding out as well is, what release pattern does your body recognise? There you go.
Yeah.
Now that's a difficult shot for you to play.
Yeah, it is.
It's a ball that starts right and draws back.
Yeah.
Starting left and drawing is no problem.
Yeah.
Starting right and cutting it's no problem.
Yeah.
But starting it right and drawing it,
Yeah.
and that was out the middle.
Yeah.
Whereas normally to do that you'd have to toe strike it.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
was a much shallower, probably felt a different
Yeah.
angle. That's awesome. More solid, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I feel more, as you said, more of a sort of the shot. I'm trying to visualise before I actually hit the ball.
Yeah. You can actually recognise, just by how I'm moving these two tennis balls, the shape of shot you're going to hit.
Yeah.
As opposed to.
Yeah.
So when we want consistency, you can see what this is doing to your consistency level straight away.
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. That's brilliant. That's awesome. So that golf shot, that ball flight now means something
Yeah.
for your next swing.
Yeah.
Whereas before you'd just be happy you've done that.
Yeah, you would, yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, I just hope it happens again.
Yeah. And what did I do to do it?
Purely through timing.
Yeah.
Whereas actually now, you're starting to develop a sense of awareness of where you're going in the field, essentially. I need to go more to the right.
Yeah.
I need to go later with my release.
Yeah.
So these are now actual effective attributes of your movement. Yeah, I mean, it's the same flight every time. Notice where this tennis ball needs to go. So notice where this ball needs to go and this ball needs to go for an arc that's going out.
Yeah.
If I do that, look, this tennis ball now is moving on that arc. But by the time I get to the golf ball,
Yeah.
this is back here, and I'm
Yeah.
like that. I've had
Yeah.
a loft and my low point's too far back.
Yeah.
We need a low point that's in front of the golf ball. So how do we get a low point in front of the golf ball? We need this
Yeah.
to be moving forward,
Yeah.
for that to swing out on the arc, and now I've got a low point that's
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
If we're moving the golf club in anywhere near the kind of right ballpark, the body sorts out the rest for us.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be in the precise place to
No.
kick a football,
Yeah.
you just need to be in that area.
Yeah, yeah.
And then as you start moving, you go to kick it,
Yeah.
there's a funneling effect.
Yeah.
And the movement specificity starts to ramp up. You're letting the subconscious take over. As you speed up, that process, providing you're in the right ballpark, the body is organising itself precisely around the intention, and you've created almost like a mechanical advantage with the space
Yeah.
you're using. It's changed the whole orientation of the swing now, so
Yeah.
it's not doing this anymore, which is what you were doing before. Now it's doing this.
Yeah.
But you're rotating as you're doing it, so the swing's doing this, but you're rotating, so it all
Yeah.
works as a system, throwing the club out, so those balls don't do this,
Yeah.
they just get thrown out. So
Yeah.
no matter how I started, I could start with it like this, right?
Yeah.
If I was going to throw this thing,
Yeah.
they'd line up. I could
Yeah.
start here,
Yeah.
I return to the same place.
Yeah.
Now if I start like this, okay, to throw it, I've got a lot of movement to do
Yeah.
to get to that place. I'll still get to that place, but I've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
If I started like this,
Yeah.
it's a lot smoother.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my backswing and my golf swing. If this is moving in a less noisy way,
Yeah.
the whole movement becomes smoother and more recognisable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brilliant. So now the ball flight really tells us the face and path matched up.
Yeah.
Because the ball went straight push really.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's just told you where your path is.
Yeah.
Now you can rotate the face more.
Yeah.
With a closed face before would have potentially been pull draws, but now it's not. It's a ball that starts right and draws back.
Yeah.
Because your top tennis ball is still leading the bottom tennis ball. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. What a golf shot.
That felt more. I can feel the club face is open. That feels quite strange actually.
Yeah. Sharp.
Yeah, it's drawn back a bit. Yeah.
Brilliant. You can use all that space out there to the right. Don't be afraid of going out there, even on top of the fairway, it's fine. Just look, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
All that space is to be used.
Yeah.
For your swing. Lovely. Happy with that?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah. You can really feel the difference.
At home, bit of masking tape, 2 tennis balls.
Yeah.
You can be practicing that at home. Brilliant. So you've hit maybe, I don't know, 25, 30 shots.
Yeah.
And you've only hit 2 real kind of pushes.
Yeah.
Everything else, you've hit 28 shots.
Yeah.
And they've all done the same thing.
You take it every time.
Oh, it's the definition of consistency in
Yeah,
golfing terms, isn't it?
Yeah.
Experience now, the delivery you need to hit on the up.
Yeah.
Notice where that needs to come from.
Yeah.
Notice the relationship between the 2 balls on the club. Just stepping out there, just have a shot. I'll take those balls off there. That's it. Brilliant shot. Feel good?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Very
Strange,
different.
but
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
But understanding the dynamics of your movement and how that relates to the outcome.
Yeah.
Cause and effect, essentially.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the shot I'm after, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really.
That's brilliant.
As I get
We're all
brave,
after
I
that.
don't mind going a bit harder, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, exactly. At the minute, you're working at a tempo you can recognise. So let's see what happens when you ramp up the speed.
Right, okay.
Tonk it now. Same intention of the flight, same intention of the release pattern. Brilliant.
Shot.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pleased with
Different.
that. Yeah, definitely.
Purposeful way. Fantastic. So the adjustments make sense.
Yeah, they do make sense, yeah.
That's awesome.
I can-
Brilliant. Yeah, we'll grab that peg, we'll pop back in. So now bend your knees, go into your heels. With your knees bent, that's going to stretch a bit.
Yeah.
And then we're going to spring everything onto the toes. Watch me and squeeze your glutes. Watch this. Squeeze your glutes to get up there. That's it. That's your propulsion chain. So now we're going to make a walking action.
Yeah.
Heel to toe. So we're posing.
Yeah.
And use that walking action to twist your belt buckle. To rotate the pelvis. So you know when we talked about getting that second ball flatter, notice how it facilitates it. Just swing back and feel how that rotation allows you to get that shallower. It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos. And then if we just take those away, take that club, we just step back onto the mat now. A few swings. What does it feel like in comparison to your previous swing?
More connected.
Right, that's interesting.
Yeah. I can feel that movement is bringing that down and really putting me in the right place to, with that ball behind,
Yeah,
to out there.
yeah. All that space, it's
Yeah.
accessible now.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Nice one.
Fantastic. Do you feel like you do understand it?
I do, yeah. Because all this P1, P2 and all that stuff, I didn't get. I couldn't get in them. Well, I could get in the positions, but getting that to like synchronise with everything else moving didn't correlate to me. I knew I had to hit out to get it to draw, but I was more or less doing that, if you know what I mean. No.
It's a bit artificial, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, that is.
Manipulating force.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's perfect, John. Wow.
Yeah, pleased with that.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now keep it behind you and shift for longer. There we go. Imagine what that's doing to your low point
Yeah.
of the swing. Well done. Brilliant. Just a little bit of ground, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you've got the understanding of your movement.
Yeah.
And this is just, we're at halfway stage.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll probably leave it there, I think, for today.
Yeah,
Cause
that's good.
you're in a brilliant place. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, yeah. Been really good.
What's the big things that are standing out to you at the minute then? What's resonating?